What's up, guys? It's your boy Rand here with Eastcoastathletics, and I know you guys see the heading. Um, for all the people who always, join the live stream and give their feedback. I want to say thank you before we even start this live stream. But so what I actually want to talk about today is a few things. I've watched a couple other live streams and podcasts as it relate to what's going on with the athletes, the Jamaican athletes specifically in Paris, and some of the changes that are going on as it relate to Sherika Jackson and her withdrawal from the 100-meter um, competition. So I wanted to touch a little bit on that. And as I mentioned yesterday, I I'm gonna be putting the invitation the to the live stream in the comment section, so you guys could definitely either copy and paste it or click on it if it's clickable, and you'll be able to join the live stream and give your opinions on what is going on with the athletes, because it's I think it will affect the team um, in general. But I think we should kind of like try to dissect it and talk about all of the specifics of everything. So, so the first thing you know, I want to talk about is the replacement for Sherika Jackson. Hope you guys could hear me. Hope you guys can hear me clearly. Um, okay, let me just check something real quick. Okay, everything is good to go. Okay, so yeah, I want to talk about Sherika Jackson replacement in the 100 meter. So based on the order of the finishers at the trials, which I'm about to put up right now, Sharika was the winner. Tia Clayton, Shelly Ann Fraser Price, and Sasha Lee Forbes. So, from my understanding, Sasha Lee Forbes will be the one that is gonna be, you know, filling that spot. Um, she's gonna be she's gonna be taking Sherika Jackson's spot, or I would say she would be taking Shelly Ann Fraser's spot, and Shelly Ann Fraser will be stepping down to Tia Clayton's spot, and Tia will be stepping down to Sherika's spot. So kind of like that's kind of like how you know it goes, where it trickle down pretty much, because um the second place athlete would now become the first place athlete, and third place would become second place, and fourth become third, so on and so forth. So it pretty much trickles down. How does this affect the 4x1? Um, I wouldn't say I'm not sure. In terms of um, performance, I think it will definitely affect the performance of the team, or the 4x1 team, because without Sherika Jackson in the 100, it's kind of skeptical whether or not she'll be on the 4x1 team, because it's kind of one and the same, where it's 100-meter and it's sprinting, right? So I think that it leaves a lot to question as it relates to whether or not she'll be able to run in the 4x1. And I think there was an interview, or something of that nature, where Stephen Francis mentioned that the relay team might be, I guess he might be a little off. Don't quote me, right? but it's something of that nature. But that in itself speaks to the fact that I think that it's gonna affect the 4x1 team, right? So that's the order. So I'm not sure, and I think there was one athlete on this list that was not brought to Paris because they didn't bring all 8 athletes. I'm not sure if Natasha Morrison is there. I think Brianna Williams is there. Um, but there's somebody on this list that wasn't in Paris. I don't quite remember which one is it. I'm not sure if it's Kemba Nelson, but somebody that is supposed to be there is not there. If one of you guys remember, you could definitely put it in the comments because I don't remember right off the top of my head right now. But I know somebody that is supposed to be there is not there. So um, that is going to affect the rotation of how they're able to, set up the relay team in terms of like setting it up for the the heats or the qualifying rounds of the 4x1 before they get to the finals, and do their final I wouldn't say selection, but to some extent, the people that they're gonna be using in the finals. Um, so we'll see how that goes. Uh, oh, you said Brianna Williams is not there. That's kind of odd. I thought that she was there because in most cases they'll bring, depending on the championship and I guess their budget, they'll bring, sometimes they'll bring all 8 people from the finals. I've seen them bring 7, 6, 8, because stuff like this happens where athletes pull out of the 100 because of injuries and whatever. So you say they brought Sharika, Tia, Shelly, Sasha, and Elena. Well, that's 3, 4, which is that didn't. I would say it would be best to bring 6 and not 5 based on my count, unless my math is off. Sharika, Tia, Shelly, Sasha. Yeah, that's 5. Um, I would assume that they would bring 6 and not just bring 5 with one substitute. You know that is not smart in my opinion. I mean, again, I'm gonna put that out there. I'm entitled to my opinion. I think that's not smart. You need at least 6, right? You need 2 substitute because if if something happens to one of the athletes, that's gonna make it you know a little devastating for the team because then now you're gonna have the 4 athletes running both rounds of the 4x1. When if you had 2 substitute, you could have put them in to replace maybe the 100 meter finalists, and then we could go from there. Okay, so Kemba was initially a part of the squad. All right, let me put this up here real quick. Lisa Kemba was initially a part of the squad and was told she would be on standby, but she would have to pay her way to Paris, which, in my opinion, is silly. Like you can't have an athlete, representing the country, and then you're asking her to pay her way when the other athletes on the team, are not paying their way. So that to me is ridiculous. I think they should have nipped that in the bud from the jump, and just take care of all of that. But you know, again, we're just sharing our opinions here because they're they're gonna do what they think is best. The association is gonna do what they think is best, um, and that's just what that is. So yeah, it definitely is limited now. How are they only allowed to bring 5? When did they change to that rule? So if you have somebody that's hurt or two people are hurt, then you don't have a 4x1. That's what. Let me put this comment up. They're only allowed to bring 5. Why? So they're implementing all these silly rules because I personally think it's silly. Two people could get injured, and if two people get injured, then we don't have a 4x1, or whichever team it is, they don't have a 4x1. So how does that make any sense? Yes, but 200-meter sprinters are not the exact same as 100-meter sprinters. Put this one up. It says they have more than enough bodies. However, the schedule may not permit if all ladies in the 200-meter makes the final. Their their goose is cooked. I mean, I don't disagree because you're gonna have, compared to having athletes that are well rested and that was just training to run the 4x1. They're fresh legs. Now you're gonna have to use 200-meter athletes that have ran 3 rounds at 200. And I'm saying that because I'm optimistic about them making the finals. That's definitely gonna affect their performance in the 4x1. While you could have had two females run in the heats, right? Rest the top two, right? And then bring them back in the finals. And then, you'll have a bigger bang right there because your performance is going to be better because the two ladies that you rest from the 100-meter finals, they are coming in, which they're going to be more sharp. And then you're going to have two that are super sharp and then two with fresh legs. So that in itself is going to make everything better. So it's kind of crazy how they're only allowed to bring 5. And I think that in itself is going to affect everything. But let me see this comment. 200-meter finals and long is on the same day. So Lance Thomas and may not be available. I mean, I don't know if it's strategic, but I don't know. It just seems off or wrong to me. Again, that's my opinion. They can definitely set things up a lot better to facilitate the athletes, but they don't. So I guess we got to work with what we got. But um with that being said, and Sharika being out, because I think everybody's looking, even though Shelly Ann is in the race, not to take anything away from Shelly Ann, because on the female side, I think she is the GOAT. And when I say the GOAT, I'm not relating to records or anything. I'm talking about championships. I think that she's the GOAT. She has been consistent for years, and she has been on the podium for years. So I'm gonna, put it out. I'm gonna say she's the GOAT of women sprinting, right? Um, she is in there. However, because of the fact that she finished third, I think everybody was looking to Sharika as the winner of the 100 at the trials. Everybody was looking to her to, secure a medal for us. Not that Tia and Shelly Ann can secure medals, but I think they were really looking um, to Sharika to secure a medal. So, with that being said, this what you see on the screen is, you know, uh, is what I'm thinking right now. I think Tia is a dark horse of the Jamaican female sprinters because this is her first time. She has the potential to do great things, and if the interview that Mr. Francis did is pretty accurate, then she underperformed at the trials, right? I think But so let me kind of address this. Oh, I also see that the comment before that. So cost cutting. I don't know. I don't think at this point in time they should be thinking about, you know, cutting costs or trying to save money. They should they should be more focused on, you know, bringing home as much medals as they possibly can. And I don't think it's a issue where they don't have the budget for it. Maybe it's just them trying to cut the budget. It's not because they don't have the budget. I think they're just being. I think they have the money to bring 8 if they want to because they've done it before. So I don't think it's a money issue. I think that's just. You see, it's all a comment. You say you see them using especially Forbes, um, Alana, worst case scenario. I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see because at this point everything is, it's all speculation. Everything is just up in the air, and we just gotta wait and see. But again, that leaves us with Tia being the top contender for us going into the 100 for the females. As I was saying earlier, she has the potential to do great things based on the interview that I watched, um, where Stephen Francis mentioned that she pretty much underperformed at the Olympic trials. So he stated that you know, she's in better shape, and if she does deliver, she will definitely run better time. So that's something to, you know, look forward to, and that's something to keep our eyes on because we definitely need the three ladies that are in the 100-meter now to step their game up and definitely try to secure. I'm gonna say 3 medals, but not it won't be easy because at the end of the day, you still have the American athletes. Um, you got Shakari, she's the world champion, so she's definitely gonna try to become Olympic champion. So, it's up to everybody else that's in the race to, go out there and perform and, give it their best with an attempt, to win, like give it a valid effort to win. Um, but yeah, let me see this comment. Okay. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that they had the money. They could have definitely carried everyone, but they chose not to. Um, it's it's hard to kind of wrap my head around because of the fact that I don't know if it's just them doing that deliberately or what's going on because at the end of the day, as I said it numerous times on this channel that track and field is the number one sport in Jamaica. Like everybody knows Jamaica for track and field. So, you know, not not doing what is necessary for the team to be at its full potential at an Olympic Games does not make sense to me. So, it's kind of skeptic, you know, based on what we're seeing, just having five athletes, in Paris for, the 4x1. And I'm gonna say that because, as I said, I'm specifically looking at the 100-meter finishers for the 4x1, not so much, subbing in 200-meter runners or, any other athlete. Yes. All right. You have to know the history of J3As. They've always done this. You're correct. You are correct. You're not wrong. They have done some very, questionable things in the past. When it comes to athletes, they have not. And I think somebody mentioned that Kemba was initially a part of the team. She's not the only athlete that was left off of the team, based on my understanding. There's other athletes that was supposed to be a part of the team, made the qualifying standards and everything, but was left off. And it wasn't. I don't think it was due to budget restraints, but you know, whether it is or it isn't, there's gonna be a story. I'm not gonna say an explanation, a story as to why that's the case. So, you know, it's not the first. They've done stuff like that in the past. So, I do agree. They tend. I don't think they put their best foot forward all the time. I think they go based on what they want to do. It's not so much of what is best for country representation as a whole. So yeah, that's that. So I have a question, and I'm also gonna share my opinion on that question. Um, well, let me see if it's actually a question. How I wrote down. Um, yeah, it is a question. So how do you guys think this will affect the confidence of the Jamaican female sprint team, especially the psychological effects? Because typically in any championship where you have somebody like Sharika Jackson, or say for example, I'm gonna use, because Oral Tracy mentioned this as well, and I think it's a very valid point. Um, when Usain Bolt was running, on the men's side, and Shelly and Fraser was very dominant. Um, so, you say J3 and you just sort out the domestics. This is not healthy for track and field. I don't disagree. I agree with you. I agree with you. But yeah, back to what I was saying. When you saying and Shelly Ann was dominating the sport, it was, I think it sent a big boost of confidence to the other athletes that are going to be competing after, whether in the 200, or whether it's field events, hurdle events, whatever events comes after the 100-meter. Because I think that the 100-meter set the tone for all the events that follow, and it set the tone for the performance of the athletes that are coming after. A lot of people are going to disagree because they think, track and field is an individual sport. Hence, whether the 100-meter is good or bad for a specific country, the other athletes are going to perform, well regardless. But I think that there has to be some form of psychological boost when it comes to, watching your countrymen or countrywomen win the 100-meter, right? And you are going to run the 200-meter, right? That's going to give you a big confidence boost. You're going to feel a lot better. That's what I think, right? Let me see. Hold up. What's up, bro? I hope you're in a location where you could definitely click on the link today and join the live stream. It's at the top. I left it there. Let me read this comment. It says the team and fans will perk up when Kishane wins the 100. I mean, as I said, I have Oblique winning the 100, but whichever one. But at the end of the day, yes and no, because what's going on there with my camera right now? All right, there we go. Yes and no, and the reason why I say yes and no, because on the female side, it's if a female athlete wins, that's gonna boost the confidence of the females. If a male athlete wins, it's gonna boost the confidence of the males. That's how I think it works, right? And you know, people get nervous in races. So I think if, say for example, Oblique or Kishane goes out there, win the 100, the 200-meter athletes are gonna perform a lot better. They're gonna run, execute better races and everything, just for the mere fact that they want some of that glory as well. They want to be, you know, known. They want to be in the spotlight. Like everything that comes with winning, they're gonna want a piece of that. So they're gonna try their best to, perform, to the best of their ability. So I think it does have a psychological effect on the female side to not have Sharika in the 100-meter, and then put on top of that, she's still hurt, and all the speculations as to whether she'll be ready. And I think that, you know, there is quite a few speculations. I won't say Tia won't win the 100. I think she has a fair shot. Everybody that make that finals have a fair shot at the 100-meter goal. So, if she's the only one that execute a perfect race when they get to the finals, she will win. So I'm not gonna take anything away from her saying that she won't win. I think that every athlete deserve the credit of, you know, having that ability. So I'm not taking anything away from her. I think she has the ability to win. We just gotta wait and see. And at least, even though she's young and it's her first time, give her the benefit of the doubt. Be confident in her abilities. Um, you know, even though there's a lot of secrecy going on, I think we can definitely trust in the coach word stating that she's ready. There was no talks, or I haven't heard any talks about her being injured whatsoever or anything of that nature. So therefore, she should be good to go. She shouldn't have any problems. you you funny. Let me post this one. So there's a reason why they call me. Listen, speed is speed, but you have championship runners, and she is a championship runner. Both her and her sister. So again, I'm not taking anything away from her. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. I think she will deliver. I think she'll deliver. I think she'll be on the podium. She has the ability to be on the podium. As long as she don't choke, she'll be fine. I think she'll be fine. But again, as I said earlier, with the secrecy, it makes things, kind of like what's going on. And another thing that I wanted to touch on before I forget, I'll put this up there, Gavin. It's a crazy respect for all the Jamaican fans who are rooting for Team Jamaica. I mean, definitely, definitely, definitely. I mean, and again, not to take anything away from the other countries, especially the other Caribbean countries as well, because you know, being a fan of the sport, you grow to love other countries as well. Me personally, um, I've been around quite a lot of athletes from different countries. I have a really close friend that runs the 100 meter from Ghana. He's at the Olympics as well. So you know, you know, I think me personally, I just have love for the sport, regardless of what country you're from. But there's always gonna be a special place for my fellow countrymen and countrywomen. That's just natural. Ain't no going around that. I can be objective, you know, but at the end of the day, do I want Jamaican athletes to win? Yes, I do. I mean, I would assume that you guys would expect me to want them to win. So that's just what it is. Okay, so you're saying that she will be on the podium, but you don't think she's getting gold. Okay, I mean, if you think she won't win gold, you're entitled to your opinion, but I think she can. I'm not saying she will. She can. If she wins gold, then that's what it is. If Shelly Ann wins gold, I think everybody would they would expect Shelly Ann to win gold more than they would expect Clayton to win gold, because Shelly Ann has been there. She know what it takes, So, and as I said this in one of my previous live stream. If Shelly Ann gets that start, it's over. But let's see this comment. I think the main reason why Jackson withdraw is because Tia is running better than her and the 100. All right, let's address that. I don't think the reason why she withdraw from the 100 is because Tia is running better. I don't think that's the reason at all. I think the reason for her withdrawing from the 100 is because of whatever injury she's dealing with. Pulling out of the 100 would give her more time to prepare, or to get ready, or to get all those injuries worked on, right? Because if she runs the 100, she's not gonna have that much time. The 100 is in what, 2 days? So she's not gonna have a lot of time. Running the 200, give her a few more days to get whatever treatment that she might need, if she need treatment. So that's something that you guys got to take into consideration. It could be something where more rest would be more beneficial to her, her ability to actually compete. So running the 200 versus the 100 is definitely going to give you more rest. So more time, more rest, more treatment, more everything, because you got more time. The time is the main piece of the puzzle here. Once you got more time, you could do more. So having those extra days, that definitely means a lot. You say the 100 starts tomorrow. Tomorrow is what? Today's the first. Yeah, tomorrow is the second. So it definitely starts tomorrow. Oh, and I will be going live tomorrow morning for the. I said I wasn't. My camera is messing around this morning. I said I wasn't gonna go live for the prelims and the first round, but I think whichever, if the prelims is in the morning session, I'm gonna go live for the prelims. I won't go if the first round is in the evening. I won't go live for that because I won't be here. I'll be at work. However, if the first one is in the morning, then I'll definitely go live because I'm gonna be home. So we could discuss what we think in regards to in regards to how each athlete looks in the prelims or in the first round if the first round runs tomorrow morning. I really would have to go and look to see, which one of them is going to be run in the morning. Let me check on a few more comments. So I say she could be on the podium. She will be on the podium. The 100 minute starts tomorrow. Yes, we addressed that. You say Tia is quicker than Shelly and Fraser Price. Listen, I've seen, you gotta think about it this way. I've seen Johan Blake beat Bolt at the trials, right? In the 100 and 200, and then Bolt came back at the championship and beat him in the 1 and the 2. So it could be a case where Shelly Ann wasn't ready or race sharp. So who knows what will happen here at the Olympics? And we know that Shelly Ann can use these rounds to sharpen up and get ready for the finals. So that's something that you guys definitely got to take into consideration. All right, this comment I gotta post. I'm having the feeling that Sha'Carri is going to choke under the pressure if she managed to get an inside lane. I do not disagree. She won't have that razor sharp focus when she's next to the faster people, because that's one of the reasons why I think Bolt was such a great athlete. Regardless of where you put him in the field, he's gonna deliver, right? And most of the time they stack the faster athletes in like lane 4, 5, and 6, right? So last year when she ran out of lane, I think it was 8 or 9. I think it was 8. Last year when she ran out of lane 8, that was a little bit odd to everyone. And the talk of the town was that because she was in the outer lane, Carririchard Jackson couldn't see her. And I personally believe that too. She couldn't see her because Carririchard didn't dip at the line at any point. She just ran through. I'm thinking that she thought that she had the race, so there was no need to dip. But by the time she got to the line and look across, Sha'Carri was right there. So I think that's something that we could definitely look out for, because it's a possibility. May not be completely accurate, but it's a possibility. Nah, see, she will make it out of the heats. And I want her to make it out of the heats. I want her to make it to the finals because I don't want excuses from the American fans, to be honest. I want her to be in the finals, because if she don't make the finals and then the Jamaicans win, then it's gonna be, oh, she didn't make the finals because of this, or she didn't make the finals because of that. But if she makes the finals and she don't win, then she had a fair shot, just like everybody else. It's just that she choked, right? If she wins, then that's what it is. She won. A win is a win. You can't take that away from anyone. But as I said, I want her to be in the finals. I'm not hoping that she chokes. I'm hoping that she run her best race, and I'm hoping that Tia and Shelly Ann run their best race too. Because if they beat her when she runs her best race, that means their race is going to be superb. It's going to be a fast 100-meter finals if everybody's running their best race. And the best person is going to win. If somebody said Gavin is a hater, if Sha'Carri did not choke at World again, you can't. I think Worlds, she has to do it again based on what everybody is saying because of the fact that she was in the outside lane. So everybody's pretty much saying that she got, an advantage because she was able to just focus on her stuff because she didn't have somebody next to her that was putting any form of pressure, so she couldn't choke. That doesn't mean that if she run her best race, she'll win. And I'm going to give you a perfect example. Tyson Gay ran his best race against Bolt when he ran 9.69. Right? Bolt ran his best race and he ran 9.58. They both ran their best race, but Bolt was the better athlete. Right? It's as simple as that. I don't think you guys need any more explanation when it comes to, one person winning and one person losing and they both running their best race. That's as clear cut as it could be. All right, so here we go with all the speculation and pointing fingers, but again, everybody's entitled to their opinion. So I'm not knocking anybody's, opinion or view as it relates to anything. But yeah, I think, did I address the fact that I think the reason why Sharika Jackson is not running the 100 and focusing on the 2 is to give her more time to get ready for the 200 to get ready for the 200 or get rid of whatever injuries or whatever she might have. Yeah, I think I did say that. But I'm gonna try to look to see if they put up what we would call a heat sheet or for the prelims. Let me see these comments because y'all on fire here. Okay. Tyson did run 9.69 after he ran against Bolt. He ran 9.69 at the championship at Worlds. See, y'all coming over here with drama. Kishane hugged Lal's girlfriend in front of him. Mind games. Gavin agreed. This is just the beginning of better things for Tia. I agree with that too. Let me see. It says it doesn't matter what happened with Tia outcome. It will still be a win-win for her. She's 19 years old. She's a 19-year-old Olympian with massive experience. Definitely. Come on. All right. 100 meter start list. All right, let's see if I could. Okay. All right. So I have it right here. So for the prelims, they have the start list posted for the prelims. So for those who want to see the start list, you guys could go just type in Paris Olympic 100 meter start list 2024. It's gonna pop up. It's gonna show the start list for the preliminary round, which is gonna go off at It says 4:35 a.m. and I think that's 4:35 a.m. US time. Trying to acting like it's certified. Many are trying to get the heads up on that fact. What facts? See, y'all lost me in the comments for a little bit. Tia success will light a fire under Tina. They both will be a problem for everyone in the future. Agreed. 10-7 and she's injured. Shakari ran that 10-7 on a bad start. I'm not buying that. So, all right. So for the prelims, there's no athletes in the prelims that I think you guys are gonna want to see. To be honest, there's nobody there that you guys are gonna want to see. You know, it's the athletes there are not. I don't want to use the word slow, but they're not up to the standards that you guys are used to. So they're moving from the preliminary rounds to the first round, right? And I think that because it's tomorrow, that's the reason why they have it posted here, right? So like it's literally, you can literally find it on Google, so you don't have to do much in terms of searching for it. So Eastcoastathletics. So why do you finally decide to cover the prelims tomorrow, sir? You're nervous? I'm not nervous. It's just that I thought I was supposed to be at work at 9 in the morning, right? So that changed, and that's the reason why. So even if I get up extra early to watch the prelims, then it's kind of like I could go back to sleep, get a few more hours in before I go to work. That's the reason why. Mr. Gavin, seeing that you ask. And hopefully I'm able to do the same thing for the first round. So the prelims are running tomorrow. I think the first round is running tomorrow as well, and then the finals and the semifinals is on Saturday. Yep. The final and the semifinal is on Saturday. And I don't know, Gavin, if tomorrow, it all depends. Maybe I won't get to go back to sleep because I gotta hit the gym. So yeah. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Y'all know. I'll definitely post the link to the live stream ahead of time. Definitely will. In boot camp in Germany, word got out that time trial MVP concerning Tia 10-6 presumed to be legal. I haven't heard anything about that. You need to post the link for that right here so I could go check it out. I haven't heard anything, and I've been scouring the internet looking for things, and I haven't come across that. So Mr. or Miss Epic, if you have that link or whatever it is, you could post it here. I'm sure everybody would be very intrigued and excited to check it out. That who has to run the prelims? Oh wow, 12:05. Oh, come on. And based on what I'm seeing here, well, preliminary heat one. So they actually in each. So for Gavin, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 preliminary heats based on what I'm seeing. All lanes are full. Let me see. It didn't state how many would be advancing. Would be advancing to the first round, but I would assume it's 3. Hold on. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 first round one heats, and they start in the morning at 5:50. All right. So with that being said, I might try to. I don't know. It's gonna be difficult, but I might try to cover it. So another question that I have for you guys: will you guys be up watching the prelims at 5 in the morning, 5, 6? Kishane is not running no prelims. No, Kishane is not running no prelims. I answered this already. Let me see this one. The 4x1 women will not be defended. Hope Jamaica win the men. We'll see how that goes. US got a strong team for the men's and the women, but I think if Jamaica play their cards right, they could still pull off a win. And they gotta perform too. So I was asking, are you guys gonna be up watching the prelims tomorrow morning, as well as the first round? I'm asking because I kind of want to know if I want to know if I should actually do the live stream during the first round or the preliminary round, or I should do it after the races have been completed. For Gavin said for sure from 4 a.m. Maybe I don't get no sleep because I may get off work at 4. So it all depends. So I might end up pulling a 24 hours. Okay, so I'm looking at the first round, the prelims, and the prelims and the first round is tomorrow. But this, hold on. So the prelims are gonna be, let me wrap my head around it. The prelims are gonna be like technically an hour apart from the first round because they're both tomorrow. So whoever qualifies from the prelims are gonna run the first round, which are gonna join the other athletes in the first round. So with that being said, it's gonna be maybe like an hour or so apart. So what I think I might do, Gavin, is I might try to huh uh, might try to cover the first round and not the prelims, even though it's the same time. Because as I said, it all depends on what time I get home. Because I'm gonna have to be up pretty much the whole time. So we'll see, and then I guess I'll do my analysis of how the athletes look in the first round. And then semifinal will be pretty much the following day. Um, yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But they're both on the same day. Then semifinal is on the third, final is on the third, as expected. On the men's side, prelims is on the third, first round is on the third, semifinal is on the fourth. I'm covering everything for the semifinal and the final of the men's. I'm not sure whether or not I'm gonna be able to cover the prelims. It's a similar situation, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If not, we'll just discuss everything, afterwards, because I could always go back and watch it. I'll go and rewatch it on Peacock or NBC, because NBC will be showing mainly what the Americans are doing, as as always. But maybe Peacock will show a little bit more in terms of the other countries. So yeah, yeah. But do you guys have any other thoughts, concerns? Marvel. Oh, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, and for those who don't know, I actually went to Seaford High when I was in Jamaica, and then I went to Camperdown High. So two high schools before I went to GC Foster, but I was at do I need to even give you all that information? I was at Races for a little bit. Um then I went to GC Foster. But yeah. But yep, you found the channel, man. So you could just hit that subscribe button and join me tomorrow when I go live. Tomorrow well, pretty much throughout the weekend. Uh, appreciate you. Yeah, I think we all want the athletes to do their best. But sometimes as Jamaicans or as Jamaican fans, you know, they don't really accept their best. They half the time they want more than their best when realistically they can only give their best. So that's just a part of things that we have to kind of like mitigating to some extent, or understand that they're only going to be able to give their best. This is the thing, I don't have no doubt that the athletes are ready. I think that they have trained this whole season, whatever nervousness that they might have, they'll shake that off in the first round, and then they'll be good to go for the next two rounds. So, that shouldn't be an issue at all. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. You're welcome to share your opinion here anytime. What time track and field starts tomorrow? It starts at Gavin. You gonna let them know what time it starts? It's prelim starts at 4:35. That's when the first preliminary heat goes off. 4:35 a.m. So if you're in Jamaica, it's gonna be 3:35. Because if I'm not mistaken, Jamaica is an hour behind the US, correct? Gavin? As a matter of fact, let me check. Because I can look. Clock. Yeah. Yep, they should be an hour behind. Kingston, Jamaica. Yep, they're an hour behind. So it's gonna be 3:45 for the people in Jamaica, and for the people that are here in the US, it's gonna be 4:35. That's when the first race goes off, and then everything else follow until the first round is completed at 6:14 a.m. Right? So the first round is gonna follow the preliminary round, and then that's gonna be it for the morning session. I would assume they should be an evening session. I'm not sure what races, because I haven't really checked the full schedule to see what races are going to come for the evening sessions, because I know I wasn't going to be able to cover it. I'm just going to have to watch it on replay, so I didn't really check that. Definitely. As I said, if I'm going to try my best to do it during the prelims, hopefully I get off work at a pretty good time where I could do it. If not, I'll still do it after, and I'll try to get little clips off the races, especially the first rounds with the Jamaican and the American girls running, and then we'll just try to dissect and talk about what we think, how they look, and so on and so forth. And I know you guys see me looking down. It's because I'm looking at the screen. The camera is over here, and I'm looking at you guys' comments. You say you need an update on my prediction. I don't know. For the predictions for my prediction for the males is the same. Nothing changed. But for the females, it's, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, because with Sharika out, it make things a little different. So I have to watch the first round, and then based on the first round, I'll be able to give a solid prediction, because I don't want to just throw any and everything out there for the mere fact that Sharika is out, because I made the predictions that I made based on how she performed at the trials, and at the same time, yes, I knew she was coming off whatever injury, she was running on reserve. So it was like, okay, by the time the championship come around, she's gonna be in way better shape, because I know how much better you could get with just a month to go. So that's the reason why I made the predictions that I made in my previous live stream. But with this new update that she won't be running, I want to see what the first round brings, and then I'll go from there I'll definitely give you guys my top three pick, and then we'll see how it unwinds. Let me see what this person says. It says, yeah, I'm boring. But all right, so my question is, you think I'm boring? Why are you watching? Why are you watching? If I'm boring, why are you watching? But anyways, not worried about you. They're saying, all right, the reason why you're saying 450 Jamaican time, that's because, all right, let me click on that comment. So 450 Jamaica time, there you have that time because that time is when the first round starts. There is a preliminary round before the first round, right? So the preliminary round is gonna run like an hour or so before the first round. Because I'm looking at it right now. It says preliminary round, then it says round one. So a preliminary round starts at 4:35, then the second race goes at 4:43, and then the third race at 4:51. Then the fourth heat goes at 4:59, right? And then the first round, heat one, is gonna go off at 5:50, which is gonna be 4:50 for you, right? And that's because you guys are 1 hour behind. But I'm assuming that Jamaica is not going to be showing the preliminary round. They're just going to be showing the first round, which is round one. So you have preliminary round, round one, semifinal, and final. Jamaica is not going to be showing the preliminary round. They're only going to be showing round one, right? And then the semifinal and the final. So they completely cut out the preliminary round because they don't have anybody running in the preliminary round. So it's kind of like, why are they there? I'm assuming that's what they're thinking. Why are we wasting time showing something that our fans are not interested in? Because they're not interested to see the other countries. They want to see the Jamaican athletes. So we're going to show them round one, semifinal, and final. So that's pretty much what it is. I respect that, Gavin. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, attention, but we're not going to feed into it. Okay. All right. So you said I was looking at the prelims. Yep. Listen, I'm not worried about what he said at all. I mean, if how would he know if I'm boring or not? He was watching, so I'm not feeding into that. I'm good. We just gonna stick to whatever we're talking about. I don't think anything is running today. I think the 100-meter starts tomorrow. Nikki, let me take this banner down. Yeah, I think the 100-meter starts tomorrow. Yeah, all the excitement starts tomorrow. So you guys could definitely tune in for that. Yeah, I think Tia will medal. That's not an if nor but. I think she will medal. I think we're gonna do great. No, it's not August 1st. It's August 2nd. I think tomorrow is when the 100 meter start. If they even started any races today, it's gonna be maybe like decathlon or something like that. It's the 100 meter starts tomorrow, and that's what we've been talking about this whole time. The prelims go off at 4:35 um American time, and that's Eastern Standard Time. And for for Jamaica, they won't be showing it in Jamaica unless you have like a Peacock subscription or NBC subscription or something like that, where you could watch the prelims if they're showing it. But if not, you're just gonna have to stick to the first round, which is round one, that goes off at 5:50. And all the times that I'm giving here, 5:50, 5:58, those times push it back by an hour for the people in Jamaica, because I think I don't think TVJ, or is it TVJ anymore? I think it's the. I don't think they're gonna be showing um the preliminary rounds, just the first round. No, not today. I mean, you still haven't missed anything. You still be able to watch it, so you haven't missed anything. True Dan said we still got TVJ. I mean, hey, you got to understand that I live here now, so even though I try to be in tune with everything that goes on there, it's kind of hard to follow everything for the mere fact that you know we got work, we got so much things going on, but I assume that they still had TVJ. So yep. I'm not sure if they're the ones that are gonna be broadcasting it, or because I know you guys have two. And again, I don't want to. I'm not sure if the other one is still CVM or whatever it's called, but I know it's two stations. I don't know which one is gonna be broadcasting um, the games, but typically it is broadcast by um, your local news channel. Yeah, but it's tomorrow is gonna be a very hectic day for me because covering everything, and I have a few other things that I got to get situated too. So it's gonna be a little hectic, but I'm gonna make it happen. Listen, Shelly is fine. TA is fine as well. They'll be okay. Trust me. They'll step up. Guys, don't gotta worry. But I've had you guys here for what, like a hour plus. Yeah, hour and like, yeah, hour and like almost 15 minutes. Yeah, I heard about it. I think somebody mentioned it that he Kishane hugged his girlfriend in front of him. So, they say mind games. So I guess we'll see, if that sparks anything on the track. Um Outside of that, I'm not much interested in it. You know, that's just extra stuff that I don't really want to be a part of. Hey, people could do whatever they want to do, but guys, I'm gonna have to wrap it up here, because you know gotta go to work. So for everybody, yeah, he's just playing mind games as well. So for everybody that pretty much, join the live stream, share their views and their comments, you know, and sharing your opinion. And you guys are always welcome to join me whenever I do my live stream. So yeah, I'm gonna have to check out a few of these comments after after I close it out. But you guys could definitely continue to leave y'all comments. Thumbs up if you like the video or the live stream, I should say. Uh, Subscribe if you haven't already, which I think pretty much all you guys have already subscribed to the channel. So Gavin, I'll see you tomorrow. Right? I'm gonna try to set up set the live stream up from today, so you guys will know what time it is. But if I don't set it up, then still look out for one. Okay. So until then, it's your boy Rayan here with East Coast Athletics. I'm gonna be signing out. Peace.